Alright guys, I'm going to try to explain to you according to my understanding how we have a 24-hour daylight day in Antarctica, not sunlight but a 24 hours of daylight. That's how I'm going to explain to you. So let's start Genesis 1:5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So remember this verse, excellent verse. And you see there we had day and night on the first day. No sun was created, so God created the day and the night and divided them. So we see here in Genesis 1:16, and God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So now on the fourth day, he created the sun to rule the day. So let's take a look at this real quick. Now forget about it. This is not about symbolism. It's just to illustrate to you guys what I believe it happens. Let's place the sun right here at the top of the equator, at the equator. So I believe when God created the day and the night, the first day, there was no sun there. Just created the day and the night and divided. Just like the Bible says in Genesis 1:5. So on the fourth day, God created the sun and placed that. And in my opinion, he created the sun, placed the sun at the equator. That's why we have the equinoxes or the equal nights, 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night. And that's when God placed the sun on the equinox, on the fourth day of creation. So let me explain how I believe it happens. I have already told you the sun moves faster beyond the equator around the Tropic of Capricorn. I am from the south. I'm from Brazil. I grew up below the Tropic of Capricorn. I remember as kids, playing outside, and then now it gets dark real fast, like in a blink of an eye. And because the sun is moving faster, has a wider course to perform, to run. So this is what I believe happens, okay? All right, so let's remove the sun from here. Let's bring the sun at the Tropic of Capricorn. So that's what I believe happens, guys, So when the sun is there, slowly, takes 45 days to get to the Tropic of Capricorn and 45 days to return, remember. So what I believe happens, each day, the sun, because it has to move faster, it advances its light towards the night, towards the darkness. So every day, the sunlight, because it has to move. Remember, the whole thing is turning, okay? I don't have the means, the animation, this whole thing should be turning. But this outer is turning a little bit faster. So it keeps on like advancing its light, invading the night slowly, each day, slowly. Sorry, animation is, but it's just to explain to you. So until to the point, it totally occupies the night. That's when you have a 24-hour of daylight, because you have the daytime, the day, just like God divided right here, Genesis 1:5. God called the light day, the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So you have here daytime and the night that's now occupied by the light of the sun. So that's how you have a 24 hours of daylight in the south. So what happens once you have that day, one day only happens, the sun starts its journey back to the equator. So it starts moving slower and slower, not as fast as before. So it starts getting back in sync, going back slowly. It takes 45 days for the sun to return to the equator. And then everything equalizes, gets back to normal. The sun returns to the equator. You have equinox right there. That's my opinion, how it happens. I wish I had the whole thing turning. It would make things easier, but I don't have the means, so I'm sorry. but I hope you can understand. So what happens once the sun is there? So now it starts its journey to the Tropic of Cancer. So the same thing happens here. The sun, but here it's the opposite, right? Why? Because the sun starts moving slower. So it falls behind. Okay, remember the whole thing is turning, but the sun is slowly falling behind slowly, because the sun in the north moves slower. That's why you have those longer days. Moves slower until the solstice, the summer solstice in the Tropic of Cancer. Once it's there, it starts going faster and faster again, catching up with the day. Remember, the whole thing is turning, okay? This whole thing is turning. But the sun starts moving faster, until it reaches its position back to ruling the day, right? And by this time, the sun is back at the equator. Alright, so I really do hope you guys understand. I've tried to explain this several times during my show, and I always wanted to have this animation, but I don't have the means, so I had to do on Photoshop. So I hope you guys understand. Alright, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, consider becoming a patron, help the channel grow. May the Lord bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
And why are the eclipses in the north longer than in the south? In the south, the eclipse is faster. Shall we go? You can do this too. You can print this azimuthal map on Google, okay? And you can do it by hand, so you can see there's no deception, okay? So let's go. I'm here making a video alone. I myself will simulate and also hold the little model there, okay? Let's go. And then you can Google it and research the longest eclipses in history. It will always be in the north, okay? So let's prove this. I'm holding it right in the middle here. See? Okay. So let's simulate here. See?
Oh, let's start the eclipse then. Oh, look, I'm going to get it right on the meridian, okay? There, let's start.
Remember that the timing is the same, see? The north has already started, see? And the south, still nothing.
It has reached the south now, see? Alright, so let's go.
In the south, it already ended. But in the north, it continued. Did you notice why eclipses in the north are longer? Take a look. Because the circumferences are different, right? We are on a flat world, and the azimuthal map is our map, you see? It's the true one. So research it and you'll see. The longest eclipses are in the north. Look, proven. Make a small model like this and you can prove it. Understand? There's no deception. See? Look at the time. The time is the same. I'm rotating. See? There is a magnetic flow, right? So the celestial bodies are being carried by this flow. So the time is always the same. See? It has already reached the north, and in the south, the eclipse hasn't started yet. Look, in the north, in the south, it has already passed. Look, it will pass, and the north is still continuing.
So, do a Google search, look it up, and you'll be amazed by the duration of the eclipses in the north. Alright, folks, new video on the channel. This is to alert you and break free from this mental prison of the globe. Okay? Try it and verify it on Google. Alright? Thanks. Cheers.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, a greater light to rule the day, and a lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.